Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I'll stay forever. I'll stay forever.
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Oh, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every really want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Had to focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. Tonight is quite alright, yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in over, is it obvious?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and these guys defending their home turf. Moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. 2-2 Atwell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yep. 180! Hurry!
Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Good. 180!
First down, and they go right back to it. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Baker now off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
This is Irving on second. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Slot man motioned over. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
180! Hurry, hurry! What's up?
Baker now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game. Now Ryan Lyon's just about ready. 1st and 10.
Check man! Count! 65 cats! 65 cats! Ready!
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's dropping back to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. I'll throw it. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So first down from the 41.
Ready? Panther Street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Offense to the line for second down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
Back to throw. He's got it at the 30. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Lions 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Two all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Throwing again is Baker. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The Lions out in front. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got a first to begin the frame. They'll run this with Irving. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Man in motion here. Running with Irving again on second. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. We'll get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
They think the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So that brings up second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180.
Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. He throws a bullet to the center and brought in inside the 20. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
On the give, this is Irving. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
King.
Motion man sent left. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Once again, Irving. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football. Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Streak the Eagles. Ready? Quick.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready?
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Shot. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Orlando coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Check, hurt, ready, hurt. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Runs inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now,
2 yards
as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Go, let's go, street. 70 Lions. Hey.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Set to kick off.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And he put everything he's got behind it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets this down near the 30. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. This from 48 on the left hash. Moody knocks it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stay Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Ready, set.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Check out.
They'll go play action. Completed to his running back. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Ready. Go.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's gotten to his running back. He does it. Touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions lead by 15 now. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Atwell now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Irving on the counter. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else to be found outside of that. So 3rd down coming up.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify their run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw, Mayfield. McMillan on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
8-yard pickup. And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Running behind center with Edwards. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Mayfield set to pass. That one's complete over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Bucs have the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. To take possession at the enemy 45 after that interception and return. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
No luck finding his receiver that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Hold it ready. 60 Maverick. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked out of the 33 before being stopped. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
First down.
Big Lion. Ready?
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
19 Tiger. Hurt. Go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He has room past the 25. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Lions football. If they can hold this lead, they'll continue this postseason run. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Hey. Go check. Go 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to Gibbs now on second. There he goes again. And they take this in for the score. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Koo with the extra point. And the Lions grow the lead now to 22 points. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. We give to Irving to start this drive. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Mayfield now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. 3rd and short, Mayfield. And it's complete. This is Nguka. And he reaches the 35 before going out. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
Irving here from the gun. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They kick the running back in motion. From the gun, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
He's going deep. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's looking deep once again. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it set the table for more.
1st down, here's Baker. Setting up the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running right, it's Irving. We find 6 big yards there after taking it back inside. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7.
His 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd
to the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. This is McMillan. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Gotta hurry this to the line. Baker now from the gun. Hits his running back. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Baker throwing again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Moody knocks it through, and it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Orlando.